What's up? It's your boy Kevin to turn on this motherfucking YouTube shit. Wow, what the
fuck? What's up? It's your boy Kevin to turn YouTube shit. Hey man, we are lit, eh? Lit that team, man. Turn. Take two motherfucker there. Chilling outside, big crib in the gang, chilling outside shit, man. Free Palestine, free Congo, Russia, do your thing, in Texas, stand the fuck up. Eat that, isn't that, be a better version of yourself. Never let somebody breathe down, stay back. Never let somebody tell you who you are, but also never put yourself in the position you belong. Let's stay humble, let's go revolution, moving. Keep Yahweh first. Come on, choose a black Hebrew Israelite as a real G. Right? As a real Hebrew Israelite. We out here. Alright. Boom. See? Two motherfucker there. Chilling outside. Big crib in it. Gang chilling outside shit, man. Gang. Turn up. Gang, go. So this is about Herbo. Crazy. You know, rappers beef, man, can turn quick. You know what I'm saying? To some real drama. So I don't know, people were caught up with Herbo. He had beef before with Cairo. And so I guess he got more beef with this nigga named J-Dogg. Now J-Dogg tried to call Herbo out. And now J-Dogg ended up RIP in the dirt, 6 feet under, after he done got done dissing. We don't know what happened, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, everybody got ops, the hood is big, you know what I'm saying? And just bullshit happened. So we just saying, the shit looking crazy. So we got the video, let's get into it. Shout out to the family, man. We got some crazy stuff that's going on in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? That's all I be saying, man. They be thinking that they doing something with this war against Chicago, just making it worse out here. Chicago man killed 6 days after banning a rapper from his block.
That's having a hidden agenda. Like, I know I'm damn near end up getting killed, but I'm finna let Shorty catch these bullets. I'm finna let him do all this. All that shit, hidden agendas, for like, you shouldn't have no hidden agendas behind your homies for everything should be genuine. Like, you shouldn't come get a nigga for some shit you want another nigga to do. Go yourself to do.
Heard y'all talked about like cool again or what? What's a relationship like now? Oh, so y'all still?
Hell no.
What about Vivi?
Y'all talked to Vivi. That's my cousin. I don't care what a nigga think about me. Nigga call me a bitch. Nigga 100 million times. Yes. I don't care. Like, I'm not even gonna feed into it. And
some people gotta learn the hard way. In this era, clout feel like currency. A Chicago rapper slid back through his old neighborhood. The cameras was rolling, video being recorded, having a good time, showing love. The video went smooth, no drama, no interruptions. Even having reports that this local rapper wanted to stop past Oak Block, with some reports saying there was local tension. I'll let you guys come up with how you feel about that. But when it came to this rapper on his own block, a man who was seen on his Instagram celebrating that rapper being out there for clout decided to call this rapper out, saying he shouldn't have been there. From the outside looking into him, this was a move for notoriety, duplicating what another Chicago figure who go by the name of Cairo once did when he checked this same rapper, allegedly, and went viral. But the problem was this: lightning don't strike twice. Instead of boosting his respect, the person who called out this rapper had instantly put a target on his back. 6 days after dissing him, that same man was ambushed and shot 6 times in the back. So in this video, we're gonna use this as a reminder that trying to build fame off someone else's name can backfire in ways you don't expect. Today, we look at the timeline of these events. We speak on who this rapper is, the 2 men from his neighborhood who spoke on him, and the deadly outcome. Because at some point, we gotta ask ourselves, it's 2025. When was clout chasing worth putting your life on the line?
Never.
Before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll jump right to it. Born October 3rd, 1995, was Herbert Randall Wright III, also known as his rap stage name is G Herbo. He grew up on the east side of Chicago, a neighborhood that's referred to the locals as Turd Town. He was raised in a rough environment surrounded by gangs, poverty, and violence. His early influences was Lil Wayne, Jeezy, and Gucci Mane. He became close with Lil Bibby, who lived nearby. Their bond would shape both of their rap careers. His breakthrough era was 2012 to 2015. In 2012, he gained recognition through early drill tracks with Bibby, including Kill Shit.
Rip that shit, I'ma come around, clean that shit up. Let's get it.
Know a couple niggas that's down the ride for a homicide when it's drama time. In 2014, he released Welcome to Fazo Land, dedicated to his slain friend Fazo. Real name Faison Robinson. He was just 19 years old when he was gunned down on the 8200 block of South Marquette Road. He was pronounced dead at 9:50 p.m. May he rest in peace and level condolences to his family. Officers responded to the scene at around 9:35 p.m. to a call of a person being shot on the 2900 block of East 79th Street. When they arrived, officers found Robinson with a gunshot wound to his back. Robinson was taken to South Shore Hospital, where he later pronounced deceased. To this day, 15 years later, no one is in custody for his demise. So when G Herbo dropped Welcome to Fazo Land 4 years later in 2014, this mixtape separated him from the drill peers because of his storytelling. In 2015, he followed up with Ballin' Like I'm Kobe, named after another fallen friend. Now, Kobe's real name was Jacoby Herring. He was a member allegedly of NLMB. In the early hours of August 10, 2013, a tragedy struck in Chicago, South Chicago's neighborhood. At around 4 a.m., 21-year-old Jacoby Herring, a.k.a. Kobe, was found unresponsive in the 2400 block of East 79th Street. Where he from? He had suffered from multiple gunshot wounds to both his head and body. Despite living in that neighborhood, his life was cut short miles away from his home. And just like Fazo murder, Kobe murder remained unsolved. Now here's an old video that was posted by NLMB Cairo, who we'll later talk about, with G Herbo and Kobe while he was on the block just minutes before Kobe losing his life.
Squad out here for my boy, No Limits George. Happy birthday to my nigga George. Nice. Got the Gucci watch on.
Yeah, you
But that
motherfucking 25 watch on that, man. Fuck. What's up, fool? Let me get some weed.
This ain't even take the motherfucking shirt off. This ain't shirt off. Let's talk to the camera, bitch. K-Band Snowman. K-Band shirt, Young Teezy. K-Band the Snowman, you feel me?
Following his death, KTS Vaughn, a rival gang member, released a diss track titled Kobe, and LMB Kobe Diss. But like they say, it's no fun when a rabbit got the gun, because KTS for them have a tragedy on their end. KTS Vaughn, brother KTS Dre, was gunned down while leaving the jail. Minutes later, technically still on the property. Over 60 shots was let off. He was DOA on the scene. May he rest in peace and level condolences to his family. The exact date was July 13, 2021.
Chicago's top cop says 59 gun shell casings were found after the shooting of a rapper right outside the Cook County Jail.
Superintendent Brown using this case and that situation as a reason to push for keeping violent offenders in jail. Elizabeth Matthews is live at CPD headquarters with
Man, they just
more.
want
Elizabeth?
niggas in jail. Fuck they talking about.
Sign Anthony, the superintendent, showing his shock and dismay that this violent repeat offender was let out of jail this weekend. The 31-year-old did have to post bond, and as a condition of posting that bond was going to have to be on electronic monitoring, but Superintendent David Brown says that is simply not enough. Leandre Sylvester was released from jail Saturday night and was targeted, fatally shot right outside the Cook County Jail. Police say there were 59 shell casings on scene. 2 women were also wounded, though not seriously. The Chicago rapper was released after posting a $5,000 bond with a condition that he would be on electronic monitoring yet again. He was in jail for violating his bond following several weapons, assault, and habitual criminal charges.
All these prior arrests, these serious felonies, these very violent crimes, didn't keep him in jail. And it created an unsafe environment for others to put him on electronic monitoring.
So we're told there are about 3,500 people currently on electronic monitoring here in Cook County. So who decides who's on electronic monitoring? Well, you ask the police, you ask Cook County Sheriff. the state's attorney, the judge's office, and you kind of get the runaround. A source does tell us that it's up to the prosecutors, the state's attorney's office, in court to go to the judge and make those recommendations. Then ultimately, it is the judge who decides. Live outside CPD headquarters, Elizabeth Matthews.
And by that point, people noticed that a real war was going on in Chicago between KTS and NLMB, even if you wasn't from Chicago and just a fan of their music. Now, during that time, before and after, between 2018 and 2023, Herbo had hurdles. Some would say them peoples was looking at. And looking back at the situation between him and Cairo made sense at the time. See, in 2018, between 2023, Herbo faced multiple arrests over guns and other charges. In 2020, he was indicted in a federal fraud case involving luxury cars, designer puppies, and private jets, which I'll leave the link in the bio. In 2023, he pled guilty to wire fraud and identity theft. He was sentenced to 3 years probation. He battled anxiety, PTSD, and survivor's guilt, openly speaking about his struggles. Despite setbacks, he remained active in his music and business. But then at some point, he was called out by someone in this neighborhood.
People ain't claim about the damn dogs. Fuck them damn cracker dogs.
Say a close friend of his.
They value dogs more than black baby lions.
Some say Cairo could have did this to throw the feds on. You'll later hear his response after all this went down. But nonetheless, people not looking into that situation that was fans of Herbo felt like he was publicly checked by someone tied to his own block. He went to 16 Chatham, a credible platform based out of Chicago. He challenged Herbo's credibility, questioning whether Herbo truly represented the block. Fans saw this as shocking, since Herbo had mostly been respected as a survivor who made it out the streets. Check out a brief segment of the hour-plus interview with 16 Chatham.
Put him on a label or put him in situations as far as music?
In 2018, I heard say, man, I got the 150 Dream Team label. I'm finna sign like 3-4 y'all. He called.
That's not good. He been drinking a lot of fluid, bitch.
40. You know, he probably know him. His rap name, Lil 40. That's one of the guys.
Gargling toxic.
Crazy James, J-Dogg, my nigga Hollow.
That's what I expect Lil Reese to sound like.
There's some more miscellaneous
he
motherfuckers
getting
on label.
You know what I'm saying?
But it was only like 4 or 5 guys he was trying to sign. He can pull them up. Yeah, I'm finna sign y'all to the label. Ooh. For them ready, we in the trenches hungry. Not even we, they in the trenches hungry. But I'm hungry too, but I'm just speaking on their behalf. For them hungry. Now, nigga who up all these hundreds of thousands of M's, whatever. You tell a nigga like that, some shit like that, who got $0 or, you know, a couple thousand to their name, you banking on this shit like, damn, we finna get signed, bro, finna do some righteous shit. Folks reneged on the guys, never signed them. Got them doing all type of weird shit, like wishing, trying to see is he still finna do the shit, don't do the shit. Weird shit, folks. Like, I don't salute that type of shit, folks. Like, he made them niggas like real life, like somebody was trying to sign Lil 40, another lady was trying to sign Lil 40, he called her like, you know, like, what up, folks? Somebody trying to sign me. Hey, man, don't sign that shit. Wait on me. Still ain't came to get the shorty. You know, like, he never came, for he sold for them a dream. I don't know what he did if he wanted the motherfucker to stick around him, stick with him. Like, I don't know if he called himself playing chess, like doing rapper goofy shit, just trying to have motherfuckers around him who he thinks some muscle. I don't know what niggas be doing. I just only assume. I know that shit wacky though.
So, you know, how does that feel? Like, does that feel like shit was down there fake the whole time type shit or being used?
Yeah, that shit'll make a motherfucker feel used, so. Like, there shouldn't be no hidden agendas with the guys, so like, I can't go get a motherfucker. I'd be wrong if I go get a young nigga that's younger than me saying, you know, I'm finna go on this suicide mission, but I'm finna go get one of these young niggas that's younger than me and let him get out the car and shoot first or some shit. I can't do no shit like that because it's like, that's having a hidden agenda. Like, I know I'm damn near end up getting killed, but I'm finna let Shorty catch these bullets. I'm finna let him do all this. All that shit, hidden agendas, for like, you shouldn't have no hidden agendas behind your homies, for everything should be genuine. Like, You shouldn't come get a nigga for some shit you want.
Some niggas not like that though. They be on some other
for
shit.
yourself to do.
So is anybody like around him that ever like bring this to attention or have these combos with him and try to see like where his head at or why he not doing them type of things?
Oh yeah. He always just sold motherfuckers dreams, so like I'm finna make sure for them straight. He called me. He said, Cairo, you want a 150 chain? I said, yeah, if you grab that motherfucker, I'll take it. You know, I'll wear that motherfucker. People has been getting like 15 150 chains in like 2018 and passed the bitches out to the guys. He never did that. Lied about that. Like, niggas just be lying for like, that's that rap shit. I don't be knowing if that's how niggas was before rap. But I just say shit, that's that rap goofy shit. Like, don't sell me no dream. I wasn't thinking about no dream before you even asked me about that motherfucker. I was living like it. Let my shit go day by day.
I feel like this gonna shock a lot of people because like
You have a problem that he's gonna give him a train?
Yeah, like the reason, like the image type shit, the shit that I've seen and believe type shit, like so hearing this down there kind of
man,
you know, that shit kind of be fucked up.
That shit shock a lot of niggas, for like every nigga who rap not rapping what they living for. You know? Like it's niggas from New Orleans not rapping what they living. It's niggas from here state not rapping what they living. But we grew up on this shit. Like it's niggas growing up under her right now. Like, oh, this is Herbo. He a gangster. You know? Bro ain't rapping what he living. Or he ain't no goofy though. Like, you know? He not no, I won't say he no lame. Let a nigga whoop him or he won't clap a motherfucker if they play with him. He won't clap a motherfucker if they play with him. Like he ain't never did that shit. He'll whoop a motherfucker like, bro, from my shit. Everybody from my shit ain't no goofy. Everybody did gangster shit and all shit. I ain't gonna take shit from him like he just over soft. Everybody whoop a motherfucker. Everybody defend themselves and clap a nigga. But he not rapping what he living for. Rapping what you living is. You know? Doing shit for your homies. I'm bond folks in the mountain. Ooh. Then for them get a bond. Man, we need folks short 5,000 on his bond. Motherfucker saying goofy shit. Fuck, he get locked up for. Man, I ain't finna keep helping y'all lads. You ain't even help a motherfucker not once. You ain't even paid for no niggas bonds enough to be a millionaire talking about you ain't helping.
Now, some say G Herbo technically didn't respond to this. And looking back, we'll see why. But Cairo had responded. After the allegations of what he put out and G Herbo continued to drop good music, this was his response on why he allegedly said what he said. Because I don't know, like I just got done rewatching the whole 16 shot of like the most classic interview ever.
Man, I know this.
Did you know that was going to be as big a deal as it ended up being?
Yeah.
You did? Because you had never done one before? Had you been having people ask you for interviews?
Yeah, they would steady ask me to like do interviews, but I ain't never want to do one. Because I always used to tell them like, y'all got to pay me for this.
Right.
And I don't like really be like, I don't like be like, on no blog and like doing reactions to like, so it be already want to hear me talk, but I never really talked to no camera or that, so
right.
I knew my gonna be looking for that.
That interview was wild because it's like a window into the mind of a Chicago dude who didn't want to be a rapper or didn't necessarily like want the fame, obviously trying to better your life and everything. But it's like when you read the comments, you can really see the people reacting to it and just like couldn't believe how real that was.
Yeah, I don't really be knowing what to think about that. I be getting even when I put out vlogs and shit, I don't really pay attention to that. So like when that interview came out, I probably like watched the comments like 2 times, and it was like some sad. It was like good reactions and bad reactions. Like the bad reaction was like, oh yeah, you clout chasing, you f***ed up and you just hating why you doing this and like that. Then it was other like, oh yeah, he should be doing that type of shit. This ain't doing right, but don't nobody really know what's going on like with that whole situation. But me and my homies, the public gonna think what they want to think. I don't really get no what they thought.
But there's a couple of moments where it's like kind of just astounding how real it was. Like there's a moment where you're just like talking about bailing your homie out or something. You're like, we all we got. And that's kind of like a normal thing to say, but it just hit different and just felt super real.
Like, it is though, like being in the hood, we is all we got though. Like certain like see they homies more than they family type. Mm-hmm. Like I don't want to just like base all this shit off of, you know, like him. Mm-hmm. But I'm just speaking like in general, like this shit got nothing to do with him. I'm saying like this happens in the streets on every hood, every block, every city. Like, they done did so much together that they all they got type. So that's what.
Since the interview came out, you and her, y'all talked about like cool again or what? What's the relationship like now? Oh, so y'all still?
Hell no.
What about Baby?
I talk to Baby. That's my cousin, man. Well, I don't be talking to her though. He probably mad at me. I don't get no.
He didn't hit you up once the interview came out to let you know that he was displeased?
I still love him, bro. I don't really be thinking about that. Like, we ain't gotta be cool. I still love him. It ain't gotta be.
Why only her though? Cause at first you said Bibby wasn't doing right either though. So like, why pass it over with Bibby, not her?
That's some more. That's why I said it's gonna be mainly inside of him. You know? Everybody ain't gonna understand unless you like in our circle.
Yeah, because he talked about how he kind of felt about the Herb situation, but he also said that there was like a specific thing that added to it that he wasn't going to specify. And if you weren't going to specify it, that leads us to believe that it was very serious.
I don't know, man. I can say this 100 times, but it ain't gonna do nothing but do a replay. I'm gonna be like, I can't even explain it. Because somebody gonna like twist this around, like gonna do a whole another 360, and they gonna be like, oh, he's still talking about this. Like, even if I say this in the realest way, nobody ain't gonna understand. So I don't really like.
So it wasn't just the money thing though.
I didn't want to get about no money. That's the whole thing. With me, I don't know.
Nah, cause you said I remember you in the interview. You also said like it was like $5,000 that somebody needed on the bond. And her would be like, man, what the you get locked up for? You know what I'm saying? Like that. So was it money or it was like some internal? Yeah.
That's just, all that shit, I can't even comment on that. That's gonna be like, it ain't no way I could put that it's gonna like, make it better or worse.
Now, it seemed things were swept under the rug with that situation. Fast forward a couple of years later, Herbo dropped a video for his track titled When Legit, with over 60 million views, just released 7 months ago. Less than 2 weeks ago, he dropped a track titled Reason. He went back to Chicago to film it, having scenes in his neighborhood with Ferraris and Rolls Royces as a cameo. He was on a lawn chair with his foot on top of a cooler, resembling the iconic Jay-Z pic. This track had a little under 2 million views and counting. Also in attendance, dancing to it in the background, was a guy called J-Dogg or J-B Boogie, allegedly from NLMB.
Yeah, man, we been flexing around the city. Yeah, all bad bitches have emotion, go we want it. And we was steppers, we showed you niggas.
Shortly after that video was released, Herbo did an interview in which the guy we just seen dancing to his music video while he was in his neighborhood had called him out on. Check out what he had to say.
I don't care what a nigga think about me. Nigga call me a bitch. Nigga 100 million times.
Yes.
I don't care. Like I'm not even gonna feed into it. And you think I ain't had to have them uncomfortable conversations? You think nigga ain't told me I done left the hood and forgot about the hood?
Yeah.
I'm a nigga and I don't take care of niggas and I ain't the one bonding niggas out no more and paying for funerals. It's like, how many times I supposed to do for that shit? Do that shit. Like, what y'all want nigga to catch a Rico every time you niggas go to jail for a gun charge, a violent charge? I'm the one coming. Like, I'm the concierge or some shit. No,
never
ever. Yeah, like, and when I understood it that way, I'm like, bro, I gotta just go cold turkey. Like,
now, J-Dogg had responded to that interview, quoting, "First, no limit, G Herbo. You just left Molly. Like, what the fuck is you talking about? Then you be on the internet like you been with this shit. And on Vito, Broski and them Ben told me your goofy ass don't do shit since 2014. Now it's 2025 and talking like you been in the streets. Nigga, stop bapping for the internet. I ain't seen the guy shit, nigga, for years and talking about you ain't no limit. But I'm going to tell you right now, don't bring your bitch ass back on 78th and Essence because you will have problems. And I don't give a fuck who riding with you because I already told half y'all ass got one time to play. And while you on the internet bapping, Herbo White Stewart, telling the truth about yourself, you made the fuck up, no lie. Because I never look at y'all the same. I ain't gonna lie, but I got deep love for y'all. As you can see, he dissing and copping, and I'm damn near struggling trying to keep up with his terrible grammar. But then he go on and say, and on my dead father, if you really know me, I been say, I ain't no limit, I'm boss game. But I need play with the hood. Like MFs ain't dying going to jail for this shit. Like you always bapping about in your raps. And tell the truth, we're not looking for your ass to hang out, boy. Yes, you made waves on rap music. But when it comes to ops, lawyer fees and shit like that, that's not you. You need to stop. Then he mentioning Cairo again. On Photo Grave, now I see why Cairo was just treating your goofy. And on Vito, to be honest, your ass is grass on the game because you're not on limits. So don't try coming around and shake hands and shoot music videos. That shit dead. You niggas from the hood, if you ride with that bullshit, he on here bapping. Your ass can get it too. Because all y'all do is dick ride. So what's up? A whole lot to say a little bit, fam, to say the least. And G Herbo responded. He went to Instagram and said to follow. If you want to do something to me, don't warn me, just do it, bleed. All that playing like you crazy, little boy. You ain't crazy, never been crazy. Telling me I can't come on a block I just was on after you walked up and shook my hand is insane. He also reposted a video of him allegedly getting into a little scuffle with him, but G Herbo gets the best of him. And just 6 days after that post, at just 27 years old, that man would lose his life. Shot in that same neighborhood he claiming he was owning, leaving him DOA. This incident happened on the 2500 block of 78th Street. A 19-year-old was shot in the chest. As of now, in critical condition, fighting for his life. May J-Dogg rest in peace and love and condolences to his family.
4 units on the citywide shots fired now. A person shot 2508 East 78th Street, 2508 East 78th Street with a male shot in the chest. 4th District. Street with a male shot in the chest. 4th District.
4412, Chicago 36.
Okay. I have somebody else coming out of UFC or Jackson Park. Anyone available? 14. Another person shot. 2508 78th Street.
3508 38.
4518. Can you put me on that round with 14, please? 458.
All right, 623, that DL is going to be a valid photo ID to Deani Hunter. It's got no stops, no convictions, but the address associated is 8217 South Windward, showing discharge out on parole. I see SIR here for convicted gun offender, but I don't have a last contact date, just say John George IRD. And was he also shot? Because I know you guys found a blood trail. I just want he's not shot. However, we're not in the house. It's committed.
410 Adam.
412 is going to be blocking traffic on the alley.
412 is blocking traffic. All right, 10-4. 431. 431. I'm going to assign you to go to the hospital, please. If you could, I will let you know where the ambulance is going as soon as they update it. Nothing yet. 10-4.
Now here we are, fam. G Herbo, a man who trying to go legit, dropped the song, went legit, trying to rewrite his history, break his cycles, and prove that surviving your environment is the biggest one of all. Yet and still, you still gonna have people trying to tear you down every day. And it's a prime example of that. But in this case, it turned out bad for the man trying to do the bragging with the hood mentality, which is unfortunately, but rightfully so, good for the world to see. It's a reminder that the block don't forget, and the past always find a way back around. Everybody can't come. And if you don't move smart, the same streets that raise you will try to test you. G Herbo journey tells us two things. You can make it out, but you can't ever run from who you are. And the real question is this: do you choose clout or do you choose legacy? You a leader or you a follower? Let me know how you guys feel about this one in the comments. This was the story of a Chicago man who was gunned down just 6 days after being shot 6 times in the back, calling out a local rapper from his neighborhood. Talk to me in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Crazy work,
today,
man.
I'll catch you guys on the next one.
Shout out to Hookah Anonymous. So yeah, so the dude who banned G Herbo got killed.
This is Rock Dad, y'all. Like, look at Rock Dad right there. Like, damn, Herbo, you gonna come? Your man's dad at. Like, no, Rock Dad in front of the store. We can't even go in this. Got liquor, do nothing. Like, this is same life of exes, bro. Like, we can't do on our block, bro. Like, I'm just taking y'all around the hood of what's going on and why I'm so like threw off when he said he's doing all this when he can just open stores and got us. We just come to the store ourselves and spend our money with you and you get them back in. Like, make it make sense. Turn.
Damn.
Alright, y'all, now grand opening, grand closing. And we didn't cover what transpired between No Limit member J-Dogg, Big Op, and G Herbo, but I guess it's safe to say now that we'll just cover everything here. This is because in just a week, well, maybe even less than a week ago, No Limit member J-Dogg called himself banning G Herbo from their neighborhood, saying that he couldn't come back around in the typical drill drama as we already seen in the past. Well, G Herbo called himself not only going back to his hood, but he went there, did interviews, was seen in the drop top vehicle, basically just doing whatever he wanted because he was told that he couldn't come back. But to his defense, despite us hearing that there's been a little tension between G Herbo and No Limit members after the infamous interview with NLMB's Joker himself, Cairo, Big Op, who happens to be affiliated with both of them, would come to G Herbo's defense and basically say that he's not banned, and if anybody got a problem with him saying that, then they can come see him. Now, before we even get into it, honestly, this has been one of the quickest turn of events when it comes to someone losing their life after dissing or trolling, and it's just weird because honestly, we don't even know if this has anything to do with Big Op or G Herbo.
It might,
just want to put that out there. But at the end of the day, if it does, it's like bro literally lost his life for nothing. Like, what was the point in even getting on the internet anyway?
A failed-in spawn NPC just got taken out.
First off, if you're going to do something like that, gotta make sure there's more than just you on the same page. Because if not, you leave room for that back door to be open to the people who's affiliated with the both of y'all, but they don't agree with what you're saying. And that's what seemed like may have happened, because what's the coincidence that just a week ago, you call yourself banning him, didn't get into it with some of the guys, and then suddenly, poof, you're gone just days later. And you'll see later why I said it's a possible backdoor situation. But anyway, that's another story. We're going to get into how everything started briefly, all the way up until how it ended, which happens to be with NLMB member J-Dogg being shot 6 times and losing his life due to his injuries. In the meantime, make sure you hit that thumbs up button so we can get this video into the algorithm. And if you not subscribed to the platform already,
your man's dad at. Like, no, Rock Dad in front of the store. We can't even go in. Got liquor, do nothing. Like, it's the same life of exes, bro. Like, we can't on our block, bro. Like, I'm just taking y'all around the hood of what's going on and why I'm so like threw off when he say he's doing all this when he can just open stores and got us. We just come to the store ourselves and spend our money with you and you get them back in. Like, make it make sense. Turn though. Keep on.
7824. If y'all know what this is, 7824 X's. This what it like, kind of like a real star that we NLMP, like this the building. Still look on X's. It's terrible out here. Band crib. Like this way he shot. I be in them gang where he's at. In them gang.
Now, just a week ago, aside from that video, J-Dogg would have some interesting choice words for No Limit G Herbo and would begin exposing him about various of things. Sort of like what Cairo did when he was calling them out for not helping the hood, not doing anything for anybody, and making it seem like he's doing more than what he's actually doing. Now, we don't know why, but if y'all remember, it was a big thing about a week ago where everyone was talking about it and G Herbo actually pulled up to his hood. Here's a few things J-Dogg would have to say in regards to G Herbo. He would take to his IG story to say, quote, "First, at No Limit Herbo, you just left Marley. Like, what the F is you talking about? And while you on the internet bapping Herbert White, start telling the truth about yourself. Because you made the F up, no lie. Because I would never look at y'all at No Limit Mainski, at LWOP Good, at EBK Ricky, at No Limit G Herbo.
I guess he's mad saying that you can all the clout and money, but you ain't doing shit for the hood. Everybody fuck with y'all.
If you really know me, I've been saying
like
I ain't no
doing some
limit.
shit.
I'm boss gang, but I don't even play with that hood like MFs ain't dying. Going to jail for ish like you always bapping in your raps. Then you on the internet like you been with the ish. On Vito, Broski and them been told you goofy, but don't do ish since 2014. That was 2025 and talking like you been in the street. N-word stop bapping for internet. Ain't seen the guys ish N-word for years and you talking about you ain't no limit. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, don't bring your B-ad back on 78th in Essex because you will have problems. And I don't give no F about who riding with who because I already told half y'all but got one time to play. And tell the truth, we not looking for your butt to hang out, boy. Don't get it twisted. Yes, you made waves on rap music, but when it comes to ops, lawyer fees, it's like that's not true. Need to stop bapping, laughing emojis. On Folks in the Grave, now I see why Cairo was treating your goofy butt. But it's on Vito. Your butt is grass on game because you not no limit, so don't come trying to shake hands or shoot no videos. That is dead. You N-words that's from the hood, if y'all riding with that bull-ish, he on here bapping. Y'all can get it too because all y'all do is D-ride. So what's up? Then he would take to his IG story in another post and say, quote, happy birthday to Little Wet. At No Limit Herbo, remember we all came from ish. Never leave my brothers, huh? Bad. Now, clearly, you can see that he was talking crazy. He was talking like he's a one-man army and even let it be known that anybody that got a problem or siding with G Herbo, basically, they could get the same treatment. Once again, when you're addressing a whole hood like that, you can't be by yourself thinking that everything is sweet because the odds are going to be against you every time. And you'll never know where it's coming from. But now after putting the ban on G Herbo, Big Op, who was affiliated with both of them, included in LMB, will respond defending G Herbo as he would take to his IG story to say, quote, Blood can go wherever the F he want to go. Let an MF play and go against this ish. Y'all better be talking to God about it. 78th X's are ish. You N-words ain't even did ish behind the block to even think y'all could say anything, and I be on that B-word all the time. So when Blood pull up with me, N-words ain't gonna do ish, but D-Rock. Get y'all butt hurt if y'all want. In the next slide, he would say, quote, stay off the net when y'all see MFs in real life. Then in the last post addressing it, he would say, quote, them N-words you look up to don't do ish but sneak diss the guys all day, talking about some effing boss gang. Ad gang full of effing goofies. At No Limit _ G Money, at Lil Bibby, at OG White Sean. This is the type of issue N-words do, huh? Give no F about no boss gang, boy. F that ish. And quick sidebar, right? You see how easy it is for drama to start? And as y'all know, a lot of this quote-unquote drama usually leads to somebody losing their life. But all it takes is one person to start talking out of pocket, and then now you have another guy that basically said, well, F the rest of them. F Boss Gang, F anybody else affiliated with it, and we on that. So basically, he also let it be known that there's a little tension between them as we already kind of knew, but now he just made it loud and clear, and now y'all see for yourself, man, but that's a whole nother story. Now, G Herbo will respond to him being quote-unquote banned, and all the foolishness going on as he would take to his own IG story and he would say, quote, all I know is in my entire life of being outside, ain't no N-word never did ish to me, ever. Not a slap, not a punch, not a rob, not a choke, not a ish. I got shot, yeah, that was in the foot though, and I was back outside immediately after. I got jumped on 79th and Jeffrey on the bus stop, and I was like 16. And had not 0 scratches on me, not a black eye, busted lip, not ish N-word. And on all 3 of my kids, it was at least 6 N-words. I never played, but who cares about ancient history? N-words try to rewrite it every single day. Then in the next post, he would say, quote, in that video of me slamming you like a B-word at Molly House, laughing emojis on cap. He would then show the video of him slamming him, and he captioned it saying, quote, all that playing like you crazy little boy, you ain't crazy, never been crazy. Telling me I can't come on the block I just was on after you walked up and shook my hand is crazy. Brandy wanna be down that little boy, you just did damn near 10 years. You don't even effing know Marley. That's my brother. Free him though. Then in the last slide, he would say, quote, so I guess you know me a little bit. Laughing emoji. Now here's something interesting to consider when we speak about backdooring. Shout out to 16 Sound Visuals. If y'all remember that interview he did with No Limit 40 Cal, he spoke on the state of No Limit being divided and everyone having their own faction of guys within the No Limit set. So yes, it's No Limit, but it doesn't mean that everyone necessarily are cool with each other.
About 4 or 5, but everybody got their own groups. I'm into it with a lot of people on my own. That don't got nothing to do with a lot of the guys they be. I still got some of the guys that they genuinely with them on, so they try not to get involved. But nevertheless, can't trust you with my hat. Can't trust you to sit at the table with you. I can't trust you to sit down and smoke no wood with you or play no game for, because at the end of the day, the business the business. You never pick the side. If I trust them and they stand over me, I deserve it, because I knew about it. They get you, nigga. Don't, you feel me? Vic, that's what you had coming. You know, you knew they was going to stand over you when they caught you anyway.
Seeing how everything turned out with J-Dogg, if you watch the whole interview with 40 Cal, he kept stressing that he's a one-man army and he basically don't trust anybody. And even though everybody thought he was just being overly aggressive or doing too much, now it all makes sense as to why he felt the way he did. And this is crazy because this reminds me of like the Bloods, the Crips, and other gangs that have subsets that don't get along with each other. The whole point of joining a gang used to be so guys could be unified and whatever issues they have about whatever they address together. But what's the sense in joining a gang if you're going to beef with people within that gang? How am I supposed to feel comfortable? Even if we're Bloods and we rep different sets like Mac Baller or Non-Trey, why are we beefing when we're supposed to be under the same umbrella? And if that's the case, why are we even in the gang? So the whole point of stating that and showing the 40 Cal clip is due to us suspecting a backdoor situation, especially after finding out how J-Dogg was unalive. That was kind of crazy, right? But pay attention, because according to Spot News, they will report on 2 men that have been shot on 2508 East 78th Street. It says that the male who was 19 years old was shot in the chest and listed in critical condition. The 27-year-old was shot in the back 6 times and he was pronounced deceased on arrival, basically meaning that he was gone on the scene. We would later find out thanks to Facebook posts from Chicago Ghetto, who would identify J-Dogg as being the victim who lost his life. It'll state, quote, 77th and Essex, 2 people shot. 19-year-old gunshot wound chest critical, 27-year-old gunshot wound back 6 times critical. CPD recovered 2 weapons from both victims, found 19 shell cases on scene, and found a rifle and live rounds on 77th and Kingston. Gunshot wounds to J-Dogg and LMB, who was one of them shot 6 times in the back an hour ago. He's in critical. Now, how ironic, in his post when he was talking to G Herbo, he told him he couldn't come back to 78th and Essex, and lo and behold, he was shot and unalive on 77th in Essex. Now, one clear sign of something not being right is the fact that reports say he was shot 6 times in his back. Now, usually whenever somebody is shot in the back that many times, it means they were trying to run away from something at the last minute. Keep in mind that it stated that a firearm was recovered from both victims, meaning they both had weapons on them, but it didn't mean nothing maybe due to how fast everything transpired. Like I always say, people got this misconception that just because they have a weapon on them, that it means they're safe, but they don't. Do you know how many people pass away with their firearm actually on them? Sometimes you can't even get to it quick enough due to how fast everything is taking place. And honestly, the fact that he had a weapon on him, but he was shot in the back all those times, tells us that maybe he didn't even see it coming, which is the worst part. So if you ask me, I think there was some funny activity going on. It's very possible that he was backdoored by someone close. And it's not just me that think that, because J-Dogg's brother, Little New, would make an interesting post via IG story after his passing as he incorporated Little Durk's song Backdoor. So clearly he felt it was a funny situation as well. But then another affiliate of J-Dogg's would make a post via IG story as he would say, quote, show no love. Love will get you unalive. Trust nobody. Never put your guards down. Now there's a picture of the crime scene floating around on social media, but but due to YouTube guidelines, we're not going to show
lie to
here.
you straight in your
But with
face.
the time we're
They
living in
look you straight in your
now, I
eyes and
wouldn't
lie
even
to
be
you in your face.
surprised if in a few days a surveillance video taken from a nearby Ring camera or some nearby store pop up. That seems to be the norm nowadays, unfortunately, but on another note, when it comes to J-Dogg, he also recently got out of prison after serving time for a crime he committed or was accused of in 2016. He was convicted of attempted in an M as a minor when he was pointed out by a victim stating that he was the suspect in a fatal shooting, which left one teen deceased. So, I don't know, maybe when he came home, he thought things were one way and he would get the support he wanted for calling out Herbo, but clearly that wasn't the route to go. He mentioned Cairo in one of the posts he made towards Herbo, so I don't know if maybe he thought because he seen Cairo speak up and do what he did, that he could do the same thing and have the same fate, but unfortunately, as we see, it didn't work out the way he thought. And keep in mind, y'all, this is an open investigation. So this is not us implicating anybody specifically into the crime, but it's all alleged in social media rumors, as social media basically talking like they normally do. On the other hand, it's hard not to notice the coincidence that as soon as he talked about a certain someone and had run-ins or problems with another person, he's gone a week later, and then people affiliated with him, not even fans, are the ones making backdoor allegations. But also keep in mind, I see everybody pointing fingers at Herbo and X, Y, and Z. At the end of the day, he didn't only speak up about Herbo. He went in on him, but he also said that he felt the way towards Lil Baby, El Guap Good, Mainski, and the rest of them. So who knows? Let's just put that out there. At the end of the day, rest in peace, J-Dogg. Condolences to his family. Y'all jump in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on.
So MLB J-Dogg. Shout out to KB Go Live, man.
September 29th, 2025. While standing in an alley in his own hood in the South Shore neighborhood near 78th and Essex Street in Chicago, NLMB member J-Dogg was ambushed and shot 6 times in the back. He was transported to the Christ Medical Center in Oakline, but died from his injuries shortly after arriving, with Chicago police reporting no arrest and no known motive for the attack. Just last week, J-Dogg went viral after telling Herbo that he was banned from coming to the area. J-Dogg and Herbo have a lengthy history together, with both of them coming up in the same circles. Herbo made it out with his rap career, but J-Dogg was booked in 2016 for a body and sentenced to 9 years in prison and never got the opportunity to make it out. Still, you can see J-Dogg in one of Herbo's earliest music videos, L's, appearing on screen within the first 10 seconds of the video. Despite this friendship, over the last 2 weeks, the two have been having a falling out, and with J-Dogg being shot and killed in his own hood, rumors have begun circulating, with many people speculating that this may be a backdoor situation tied to the fallout. On September 19th, Herbo put up a music video for his song Reason, and in the video, he goes back to Chicago, sets up shop on his block, and brings the whole hood out. Apparently, J-Dogg was there for the video, but within 48 hours, he was on Instagram Live saying that his block was decaying and that Herbo should drop some money in the hood to help out.
Hey, shit go, man. I don't want to get into it with the guy. This not about getting into it with the guy. This is about me understanding where I'm from. Like, right now, I'm on Escanaba. Like, this is Faisal land because ran this shit. You know the memories. Like, these niggas got all this money. You know what I'm saying? Like, this what Faisal really, like, survived that out here. Like, cause look at these cribs, bro. Like, look at my block. Like, no bullshit. You see this shit terrible. Look at all these abandoned cribs. Like, Herbo, come take care of this shit, bro. Like, you get too much money, bro. Like because of like, what fuck, they got tombstone walls knocked down, no more stoves on certain blocks on Escanaba. Like, we asking for here. We ain't want your money, bro. Open up something, bro. Give us something. Like, you know, we can go to the store right here. We can't even go to the store no more. You feel me? It's no more store. The wall Faisal used to be at post up right here. Like,
about you on these streets, nigga.
Broke that, make me cry. Like, y'all don't even understand. Like, where's this store at? Where is it at? The store, the green store, bandit. Like, what the fuck? Like, you getting all this money, you talk about this shit. Like, this what you live. Faisal, like, this gonna be, y'all getting all this money. It's still bandit cribs and shit that ain't get built out here. This shit terrible. The same crib for 20 years I used to stand on is still bandit. This is a rock dad, y'all. Like, look at this rock dad right here.
see this shit, like, damn, Herbo, you gonna come? Your man's died at. Like, no bullshit. Rock died in front of the store. We can't even go in this bitch and buy liquor, nothing. Like, it's the same life of exes, bro. Like, we can't do shit on our blunt, bro. I'm so, like, threw off when he say he doing all this, when he can just open stores and don't gotta give us shit. And we just come to the store ourselves and spend our money with you and you get them back in. Like, make it make sense. Turn, though. Keep going.
If y'all know what this is, 7824 X's. This where this shit, like, kind of like real star that we in L&B. Like, this the building. This shit still look fucked up on X's. It's terrible out here. Bad in the crib. This way he shot be in them game where he's at. Still be out here. Gotta survive. You talk about this shit ain't gave us nothing. These buildings, these cuts. We still out here in front of these buildings by ourselves. You know, trying to get some money. It's toe up out here, folks. Help us out, folks. Feed the hood, folks. Cuz, like, mainstream, bro. Our aunties and uncles still walk around in this cuz. They know they still bad for dollars, boy. Like, y'all got it, boy. Like, why y'all gonna tell that nigga do something? Like, put cap headstone, we dad don't say them. Like, let's get it cracking, folks. Turn up. Everybody in the city turning their ass up. You niggas hold out.
The request for Herbo to put money in the hood makes sense if you look at it from J-Dogg's perspective.
Like,
but on the flip side, why would he come and put money into a community that is constantly being torn apart by the people that live in it? He says that there aren't any stores in the area, houses are abandoned and that people need help. But at the same time, those stores and houses are the way they are because people have been sliding through the block and shooting shit up for years. Nobody wants to die just because they bought the wrong house in the wrong neighborhood or get popped because they wanted to open up a convenience store. Truthfully, it would probably be a bad investment for Herbo. Anyway, while this live stream wasn't disrespectful in any way, it came out more like J-Dogg just questioning why Herbo hasn't put money in the hood. Things eventually would go to a different level after Herbo did an interview on the It's Up There podcast and said that he wanted to distance himself from the gang. He said that he didn't want to end up fighting a RICO case and couldn't risk continuing to pay for bond or funerals for his people, as the feds can see that as you contributing to the gang. It creates a money trail directly connecting you to the people involved in this shit going on in Chicago. And sometimes that's all the feds need in order to paint you out as a leader in the game.
I'm cutting all ties from this shit. I don't care what a nigga think about me. You call me a bitch, nigga, 100 million times. I don't care. Like, I ain't.
You know how that shit just started? Goofy shit started. Yo, you own a gas station and this and that, and just own the club and this and that. And
I'm a fuck nigga.
A lot of this shit done changed, man.
Niggas out no more and paying for funerals. It's like, how many times I'm supposed to do for that shit? Do that shit. Like, what y'all want nigga to catch a RICO? Every time you niggas go to jail for a gun charge, a violent charge, I'm the one coming. Like, I'm the concierge or some shit. Never. No. Yeah, never ever. Yeah, like, and when I understood it that way, I'm like, bro, I gotta just go cold turkey. Like,
after this clip surfaced, J-Dogg went on Instagram and made this post calling out Herbo and essentially attempting to ban him from returning to the block. He said, while you on the internet bapping, Herbert White, start telling the truth about yourself.
Yeah, I told you, Rico's and shit. It's just too much can happen, bro.
Lie. He added a bunch of people and said, I would never look at y'all the same. I'm not about to lie, but I got deep love for y'all. And on my dead father, if you really know me, I've been saying I ain't no limit on boss gang, but I need to play with that hood like motherfuckers ain't dying and going to jail for like you always bapping about in your raps. And tell the truth, we not looking for your ass to hang out, boy, and don't get it twisted. Yes, you made waves in the rap music, but when it comes to ops, lawyer fees and shit like that, that's not you. You need to stop bapping. Oh God, now I see why Cairo was just treating your goofy ass like he did. And on Vito, to be honest, your ass is grass on the gang because you not no limit MB, so don't come trying to shake hands or shoot no videos. That's dead. And you dudes this from the hood. If y'all riding with that bullshit he on here bapping about, y'all can get it too because all y'all do is ride. So what's up? He continued. Then you on the internet like you been with this shit. And on Vito, Broski and them been told your goofy ass don't do shit since 2014. Now it's 2025 and you talking like you been in the streets. Bro, stop bapping for the internet. You ain't sent the guy shit in years. And you talking about you ain't no limit. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, don't bring your bitch ass back on 78th and Essex because you will have problems. And I don't give no about who riding with you because I already told half y'all ass that y'all only got one time to play. He then made this post that said, "Happy birthday, Lil Wet." He added G Herbo and said, "Remember, we all came from shit. Never leave your brothers, and never leave my brothers" is obviously one of the meanings behind NLMB. But after this was posted, somebody affiliated with both J-Dogg and G Herbo named Big Op posted this defending Herbo and said, "Blood can go wherever he wanna go. Let somebody play and go against this y'all ass will be talking to God about it. 78th and Essex is our shit. You dudes ain't even did shit behind the block to even think you can say anything. And I be on that bitch all the time. So when blood pull up with me, y'all not gonna do shit but ride and get y'all ass hurt if y'all want." He continued by saying, "Them dudes you look up to don't do shit but sneak this the guys all day. Talking about some Boss Gang, a gang full of goofies." He added a couple people, including Lil Bibby, and said, "This the type of you people do, huh? I don't give no f***s about no Boss Gang, boy. That Shortly after, Herbo decided to speak up for himself and said, "If you want to do something to me, don't warn me. Just do it, bleed. All I know is my entire life of being outside, ain't nobody ever did shit to me, ever. Not a slap, not a punch, not a rob, not a choke, not a nothing. Deleted. I got shot, yeah, but that was in the foot though, and I was back outside immediately. I got jumped on 79th and Jeffrey at the bus stop when I was like 16 and had not zero scratches on me, not a black eye, not a busted lip, not nothing. And on all three of my kids, it was at least 6 people. I never played.
G Herbo is the wrong person, like, in general.
People try to rewrite it
just to like go out for help.
He then posted a throwback video of him slamming J-Dogg one time when they were play fighting.
Because the rappers not the city. They're not the people who
you ain't crazy.
Put the money onto the city.
Crazy.
It's the city.
Telling me I can't come on a block.
You gotta go to the mayor or somebody.
Up and shook my hand is insane.
Going there, Brandy wanna be down Herbo is insane.
You just did damn near 10 years. You don't even fucking know Molly. That's my brother. Free him though. He then clarified that video was a video of him slamming J-Dogg. He said, "That's a video of me slamming you like a bitch at Mally House." No cap. He added, "And I don't know when I became a bitch. LOL, somebody remind me. I ain't never made a threat or a promise that I'm gonna do anything to anybody, but I heard a few threats against me that's still up in the wind. All I know is I'm outside every single day. In Chicago or any other city I'm in, I'm outside for sure." Clearly, things were escalating quickly between the two, and after almost a week of silence from both sides, the next update would be about J-Dogg being ambushed and shot 6 times in the back. After it happened, NLMB's ops started posting, but instead of doing what we normally see, which is the ops taking credit for it, they were doing the opposite, seemingly putting the blame on J-Dogg's own crew. One person, YTT Chalk, said, "Don't go against the grain is the lesson of the day. Thinking you bigger than a program." Alongside the caption, he also posted a picture of J-Dogg. This created speculation that maybe J-Dogg was backdoor, which was further fueled when J-Dogg's brother, Lil Nu, posted Lil Durk's lyrics to his song Backdoor on his Instagram story.
So I tried this website.
Again, suggesting that maybe this was an inside job. Now look, I don't know if G Herbo is responsible for what just happened at J-Dogg. I don't know if NLMB is responsible for what just happened at J-Dogg. At this point, it's really all just speculation. I mean, he just passed away last night. What I do know is that NLMB seems to have smoke with everybody in the city of Chicago, right? They're wild. So it wouldn't surprise me to find out that this had absolutely nothing to do with the G Herbo situation. But the timing of this entire incident is crazy. I can't lie, you got the ops posting, don't go against the grain. You got Big Op who was making posts defending Herbo. You had Herbo saying, I'm gonna slide through whenever I want to. J-Dogg, whose name is literally NLMB. J-Dogg said that he's not even NLMB, he's Boss Gang. G Herbo was renouncing his ties to it, and at the end of the day, what you got is this guy spoke up for his entire gang. And we don't know if the gang wanted him to be the person that spoke up and spoke for everybody. That's the thing about these type of cliques like this right here. sometimes there could be inner turmoil, and if you go out of your way to speak up against one of the members and not everybody in the gang agrees with you, you might have some real problems on the back end. We know that backdoor activity in Chicago is, at an all-time high. And while it very well could be another gang that's responsible for this, at the end of the day, it could very well be his own gang too. We don't have enough information about this situation at this exact moment. If somebody gets arrested for this, then we might know more about it. If somebody starts dropping diss songs claiming the body, we might know more about it. But right now, all we could do is work off of what we got. And all we got is this information about him.
We ain't trying to do too much work out here because the feds are rocking hard in the bitch.
That's the thing about gang life. You get involved in this right here, and you never know. You signed up for it, and you never know who could be the person that's going to take you out. It might be some of the members that you got around you, the ops that was making that post talking about don't go against the grain. They could be responsible for it and trying to create inner turmoil by making a post like that, suggesting that it was something that was internal. The gang politics in Chicago, they get wild. I mean, it's just one of them things. Herbo was talking about he don't want to be affiliated no more because he's trying to basically duck a RICO charge. This comes just about a year after he was sentenced to federal probation in Massachusetts for his fraud crimes. J-Dogg just got out of prison after serving, I think it was 9 years for catching a body back in 2016. He just got out a couple of months ago, ain't even been free a year, and he's getting hit up on some back alley in the hood in Chicago. The whole situation is crazy. Really, the way I see this J-Dogg and Herbo situation is it really does just seem like J-Dogg felt like he was being forgot about. Right? We seen him post up and say, damn, I feel like Herbo should be doing something for the hood. You should be coming back and giving back to your people, the people that you grew up with. We seen him make the other post where he said, remember, we came from shit. I thought you was never leave my brothers. Now you talking about you don't even want to be associated because of a RICO charge or whatever. But man, like I said, we can only work with what we got. And right now, that's what we got. That's the situation. Y'all gotta let me know what y'all think about all this in the comments down below. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, tap the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a video. And as always, it's been fun rocking with y'all, man. I'm out.
Alright, back. So like I said, man, I get where J-Dogg is coming from, bro. But I think you're asking too much for a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like he should have went out to the city to be like, hey, we need more jobs, we need more whoop, we need this and that, Crip, we need this. You going at Herbo ain't gonna get you nowhere. Except for under the dirt. Or just anybody, really. You put negative energy out in the world, you never know what the fuck can happen. Niggas die every day. But she knew that, but it's like, damn. Niggas just dying for no reason these days. You know what I'm saying? You could have had a mighty Ballard deal. This nigga died for dissing about a gas station. Not having enough gas stations. Which just makes sense to like, damn, nobody wanna stay in a raggedy ass house while these niggas living their best life, getting rich, and everybody talking about, oh yeah, this nigga this and that. But we all dying out here. It is what it is, bro. We all live lives, man. We gotta, if we get that chance, opportunity, we gotta do what we wanna do with it. Can't force other people. We go out the city now. Tell their ass to do some shit. But yeah, so the nigga end up dying. I guess he thought he was gonna be like Cairo, but like I said, everybody don't get that same type of favor where they can be alive and talk shit and, you know what I'm saying, on some crazy shit, you know what I'm saying? But hey, just y'all stay prayer about you, keep God first, y'all wait, and we out to be RP, good, that's our big Crip and gang, that's our shit.
Hey Dad, you know dog, when we link up, dog, this shit be legendary. Even though this is an instrumental, you the engineer on it, so Kodak everywhere.